Well, hello there, everybody. Happy Friday to ya. It's a new month.
It is a new month. It is March. It is episode 14.
Episode 14, March 1st, coming at you. How's it going, my man?
It's going great.
We missed another week.
We did, but I think that was strategic.
It was strategic.
We were just kind of waiting for something to happen, something exciting to really kind of get brewing. And I think that
we got so much that happened.
Yeah, last week was just like a grind.
It was
a grind. Busy week.
It was a grind until we start making money handling all this shenanigans over here. I mean, other things have got to take priority. That's all I got to say.
You got to put the hay in the barn when you can. Isn't that what they say?
Amen to that. Amen to that.
That's what we did.
So it is a new month. We've got St. Patrick's Day coming up this month.
Yeah.
Today is the start of National Women's History Month, like the contribution to women of history this month. So it's National Women.
That's like half of everybody on Earth.
Half
That's a lot of
everyone.
contribution.
There's a lot of my mother contributed.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mom. Here I am.
Thank you, Mother. Yeah. Thanks, Mom.
Thanks, Mom.
For contributing me.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody else would say thank you, but, hey, that's something.
I was looking at some other things that are looking at days and, like, what the month and all that. Like, I've never... But there is, like, a calendar for, like, what the day is.
National Calendar Days.
National Calendar Days.
Right.
And some of them are absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah? Like what?
Like, today is National Peanut Butter Day.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it's National Peanut Butter Day.
Why is that ridiculous?
I don't know. I mean,
peanut butter is a wonderful concoction.
Yeah, I don't know. National Peanut Butter Day. I just don't know what... I mean, do you use spoonfuls of peanut butter? How do you celebrate National Peanut Butter Day?
Do you buy a Reese's peanut butter cup?
I feel like I have to today.
Do you go over and do you head over to Kroger, Publix, wherever, get yourself a box of Little Debbie's, have a peanut butter bar?
Sure.
They're pretty good.
I just don't know how I would celebrate that.
To me, the peanut butter bar, the peanut butter doesn't really taste like peanut butter. It tastes like peanuts, but it's not like a creamy or crunchy peanut butter. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a filling.
Is it okay to have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, or does the jelly mess it up? I mean, do you still give
Are you really celebrating, the peanut butter, or are you celebrating
the jelly?
The strawberry preserves?
Peanut butter jelly time.
I don't know. That's interesting. I've never really thought about National Peanut Butter Day. I did not know that was a thing until right now.
The other one that I thought, because we are a show that is all about, Southern values and family and fanatics and all that stuff. Today is, and this is a good Southern term, is National Dadgum That's Good Day.
Dadgum That's Good.
Dadgum That's Good.
I love that.
Yeah.
Now, I can get behind that day.
Yeah.
But I mean, what? Have you ever said that before?
Dadgum?
I mean, I've said dadgum, but I mean, have you ever just sat down and
welcome to National Dadgum That's Good Day.
Ate the wife's, new.
You didn't eat the peanut butter and go, Dadgum That's Good.
That's good. Or, the wife brings out a new, Alfredo recipe and you're eating it with the kids and you're like, Dadgum, that's good. I don't know.
I think I'll do that tonight. When she brings out the enchiladas or something, I'm like, Dadgum, that's good.
She's going to look at you like you're completely nuts.
Dadgum. Like, I mean, I remember our grandparents saying that. I think they used, not to cuss at us.
Right. So my grandfather would use affectionately the terms, Dad burn.
Dad burn.
Dad burn it.
Yeah.
And they would say, Dad Jim it. I don't know if that was just aimed directly at me.
Probably.
Because I'm James
Jim. James it.
He did say Dad gum it.
Dad gum it.
But it was only when I did something bad, like Dad gum it. He was really upset with me. For example, there was the time that I lowered the garage door on top of his brand new GMC Sierra.
Oh.
And it was back in the day when the garage doors didn't really have that automatic kind of rappel back up kind of a deal.
Yeah.
And it was like the chain, and it just came down and scratched and dented the top of his Sierra.
It didn't go back up.
Yeah, he gave me a nice, really what he wanted to say was something extremely, not suitable for this podcast.
Yes.
But he just kind of blurted out, Dad, Jim it, Dad, burn it, kind of a thing.
Oh, he didn't want to kill you.
Yeah, I think he would have. I think he could have killed me. Yeah. Yeah, so anyway, that's my experience. But I mean, I might have to drop a Dadgum That's Good.
Dadgum it. Yeah. But yeah, so National Dadgum That's Good Day. And I had to look it up. I mean, there is how do you celebrate National Dadgum It's Good Day?
Oh.
Yeah,
well, please.
There are a few. You talk about flavors and spices. Apparently, it's around food. So
flavors and spices.
You talk about them. You just talk about the things you like. What you like. A steak, for instance.
I could really go for some cumin right now. Oh.
Yeah, and so that's what you do.
Matt, is that sprinkled with paprika?
You explore families' recipes together and celebrate that person by making their signature dish.
Might you add some chocolate into your chili recipe?
Maybe.
I mean, I don't know, dude.
I don't know.
If that,
But that's how you celebrate it.
I like it better
good.
just pretending like you just say it a few times that day. That's
Maybe
more
that's
fun.
that's how we'll celebrate.
That's
it.
how we'll celebrate. Because I'm not going to go home and start talking about recipes.
You're not.
I don't think so.
Do you have a recipe that like went down like generations that you guys cook?
I wouldn't say generations, but Karen and I used to enter chili cook-offs. You know that.
Yeah.
We did the Buckhead Chili Cook-Off for, I don't know, 4 or 5 years in a row. Until we placed...
I love the name of that, the Red Hot Chili Preppers.
Yes, so we had to come up with a team name.
That was awesome.
And everybody had these really, cool names and whatever else. And one I thought was pretty funny was Can Halen, like Van Halen, but Can Halen. So it was like Can Chili. Yeah, they made it with all can. Anyway, so Karen and I just one night in our delirium of cooking chili for hours, she was like, well, what can we come up with for a name? And I'm like, I was listening to a Red Hot Chili Pepper song. And I'm like, yeah, let's go. And I'm like, why don't we just throw an R in the pepper and we'll just be the Red Hot Chili Pepper? So we actually bought T-shirts with the pepper symbol.
Yeah.
And people, I think, really kind of voted us second place.
Because of your...
Because we showed up with like all this...
Dude,
like,
it was awesome.
All Red Hot Chili Pepper stuff and whatever else. And we did make some really good chili that year, I think. I thought it was pretty good.
Did you put chocolate in your chili?
No. I saw this recipe the other day where this guy was like finishing off his chili with a Hershey's chocolate bar.
What?
And he says, well, it adds like a little bit more of a layered consistency on kind of the back end and whatever else. And I'm like, okay.
Dadgum, that's good.
Dadgum, that's good.
Dadgum.
Put that chocolate bar in there. And I'm like, well, I don't think I would ever do something like that. Now, I've heard that if you put dark chocolate in there, it actually does help with the consistency. Like
I can see that.
The sauce kind
Sure.
of makes it. But, yeah, we had this chili recipe we started with years ago, and we used to cook it all the time. And then we just started adding things, and then we started throwing in our own little concoctions, different type of chilies and peppers and whatever else. And it turned out pretty good. So we have a really, really solid chili recipe when we kind of cook it all together. We have time to like let it simmer for the day and whatever. But yeah, man, that's about it. But no, we don't have any like handed down from generation to generation recipes.
Yeah, the only thing that I can say, I mean, there's a lot of things. Like there's this salad that my mom makes that just it's got like grapes and cashews and like even ramen noodles that aren't cooked in it. I mean, it's really, really good.
It's like that candy you guys used to make.
Yeah, shut up. Anyway, but then there's my dad. My dad makes these pork chops that my grandfather used to make, and like the sauce and the way that it's done. And when you put it in your mouth, it just immediately like just takes you back to like being in his living room,
cool,
and you
man.
just remember it. Like those pork chops are and I'm waiting for my father to pass down the recipe. I mean, I've never sat down with Dad and been, how in the world do you do this?
Well, you know what?
It might be the first thing
You need to walk up to your pops later on today and
guess.
say, you know what, Dad? Those pork chops that Grandpa used to make were really good.
Yeah.
Dadgum, that's good.
Dadgum, that's good.
What's that recipe?
What's that recipe? It might be the first thing that we make in the new oven at their house. Maybe we'll make that happen.
That's awesome.
I like it.
That's cool. I mean, it's a great day. Interesting, title, but whatever.
Anyway, Dadgum, that's good day. Well, what else is good today, James? After
what?
we've just wasted all of that time
talking about
who to thunk it. Who to thunk it.
Us talking about nonsense. Wow.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be better attitude.
Ooh,
I'm thinking
better.
There's a lot of things in this month that needs to be better.
Okay.
For example,
Yep.
last week AT&T went down. Completely
on.
went down, right? We were
Be
like, what's
better.
up with my phone? I'm calling my son. It's going straight to voicemail. My internet's not working at work. You and I are AT&T guys. Always have been. Like, what is going on?
I'm curious as to which way you're going to take this be better. Is this I just want to see.
I just want AT&T as a whole just to be better. So this is why I say that. So
Okay.
basically we're down for half the day.
Yeah.
Totally unproductive. Can't get anything done. Using Wi-Fi calling. Have to leave my house because my Wi-Fi is not working to come here where it is working, and we can start working. There you go.
Yep.
And then 2 days later, I get a notification in my inbox.
Oh, yeah?
That they messed up.
I know.
They're so sorry. And
We're
we're
sorry.
going to make things right by you, Mr. Consumer.
Yeah.
with a $5 refund on your next bill. Oh, bless your heart.
Yeah.
$5. I'm like, wow, that's amazing.
Dadgum, that's not good.
$5 doesn't even buy me a cheeseburger anymore.
No.
It used to. Doesn't anymore.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous. They don't really care. There's nothing out there. None of these major corporations care at all about their consumers. And they know that they got you over a barrel. There's nothing you can do. You're not going to go change your provider because, this happened.
But come on. I mean, like, they're a large organization. I mean, $5 per consumer. I mean, how much money is that? I mean,
Who
that's
cares?
a big
Drop in a
chunk
bucket. They're already overcharging us like crazy. I mean, they're basically, it's like legal piracy. I mean, they're like stealing from us every month. I mean, and, we're paying.
They gave you something, James.
They gave me something. But do you remember when your cell phone bill was like $60?
Oh, it was awesome.
$80?
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Because I barely had the money to pay it.
Right.
And now it's another car payment.
Yep.
It's just gotten totally out of control. I'm just saying be better.
Yeah.
If you screw up, make it something tangible. Give us a 10% discount.
Because, I mean, when you think about it, and this episode is brought to you by Microsoft Teams, because that's how we got our day able to work. I mean, we were able to work off of our Microsoft Teams calling and chat features and email and the whole nine. Yeah. But the folks that travel or that were gone, well,
they do.
I guarantee you that they lost productivity of more than $5.
Right.
Easily.
If I lose half a day, that's a lot more than $5.
A lot more than $5.
That's all I'm saying. Be better.
But here's for your interruption. But I would say on the others, like leaning on the AT&T and all the other wireless providers, who was all involved in that? It was AT&T, Verizon, and some other whatever.
I think it was T-Mobile.
Sure. Okay. But anyway, so we've got that.
Metro PCS, I think. But
we've got these people that literally could not figure out how to function when their phone was not working.
Right.
They need to be better. Like,
right.
I've come to, if you were able to make it somehow, some way, and figure out a way to make your day still not suck, we can be friends.
Do it.
But if you literally had to die and go and find someplace, and you could not, some people used to call that a vacation. My phone doesn't work. Nothing, like, I'm not being bombarded. You probably should have gotten more done that day, like hot pie in the sky thinking, or just typing stuff up, or making little mental notes of things that you need to do when it comes back. It's not life or death.
Yeah, I mean,
be better people. I would say
my 20-year-old daughter just was like, "Oh well, my phone's not working. Oh well, I'm just going to jump on my chat room here and talk to my other students."
That's why we can be friends with Kel.
Yes, well, I hope so.
Yeah, but I'm saying be better on that side of things, because it's just like if just stop losing your mind over that kind of stuff.
Right. I mean,
it's not the end.
You can survive.
You can. I can't survive. Yeah, but
some of us in the room are old enough to remember when there weren't cell phones.
That's exactly right.
So it was good. I had a pager. It's great.
There was one of the kids' bus drivers. He always goes to North Cobb High School games, Mr. Jimmy, and
Mr. Jimmy.
Dadgum, that's good. Dadgum, that's good. Well, he took a picture of his wife, and they've been married forever. And he took a picture of her, and she's on the phone on the wall with the cord. She says that her phone's been working all day long. I'm like, way to go, Mr. Jimmy. I love it.
Classic, man.
I love it.
That's great.
Yeah, be better. Be better. Somebody who did get better, I know that we had the debacle with the work stuff, and we had, Fulton County and all. We are here to let you know. We are here to let you know that it did lift. There's somehow, I don't know if anybody paid the ransom or what.
Well, what I understand is they made a hard deadline of like 5 o'clock on Friday, the ransomware people.
Right.
And magically, I guess I haven't heard another peep about it. Yeah. And, we had a couple of things happen for us that was great. Yeah. A couple of backgrounds went through, and we're happy campers.
Be better, Fulton County. I bet you will now. I bet you will now.
Well, this is not the first time. Maybe they've learned now.
I mean, we'll find out.
Let's have a backup server here and there.
Yeah.
Not that hard.
Yeah. So AT&T be better. People be better. It's not the end of the world.
And and it just obviously, what is going on with the water leaks, bro?
Oh, man.
What's going on? Like, I'm just tired of all the rain. Can the rain just go away for a while? Just a little bit. It's been like monsoon in Vietnam weather here lately, and I'm just over it. It's terrible.
It's been nuts.
You know?
I mean, I've got we've got a huge hole in my living room or my dining room right now. But it has nothing to do with the rain. It just has to do with it's raining in my house.
Okay, fine. Water.
I know. Water in
Stop
general.
it, water.
Stop it, water. Yeah, I'm with it.
I'm still dealing with the same foundational water leak that I started dealing with in January when I got back from my ski trip. That's still going on. I've had like 904 companies come out and look at this thing. I've had barriers built, holes dug, grading done downstairs. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And we're still having some leakage issues. So I've got people coming back on Saturday to look at it again. This will be like the fourth company, I think. So, I'm just over it. Just stop raining. Can we just, Can we have, Lord, can we just have another way to
enjoy spring?
To hydrate everything.
Yeah. And to speak of spring and water, I mean, we have baseball almost here.
Baseball is almost here. It's very exciting.
We have our
split doubleheader yesterday. Love the split doubleheader.
The Braves country, and we just need to get excited. But, I mean, I'm telling you what, we have our baseball for the boys, our travel team, the Warriors Baseball Academy, this weekend. We play at 10 a.m.
Oh, we're going.
If the rain keeps us from playing on those fields tomorrow,
first tournament, probably,
it is going to be better rain, be better training legends, be better.
I have seen physical swamps that drain better than the fields at Ackworth.
Well, it's not Ackworth. We're playing over Big Shanty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I've seen swamps drain better than Big Shanty.
Every single field is like covered in like this coverage of trees, which is all of the fields are in the shade, and it's like.
But the fields are, they're fairly nice.
Yeah.
But they got that big thick grass where just everything just
everybody's gonna be sliding around.
Anyway, it'll be fun, like a slip and slide during the game. It'll be fun. You'll enjoy it.
It'll be a good time.
You can coach past it. Anybody can. You can.
So I got a story. So I've got some friends that are on that team that we're playing at 10 a.m. in the morning. All right.
Oh.
To be not
friendly rivalry.
So we played a lot of those players from the other team like 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
2 years. There's 4 seasons in 2 years. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so we played this team, and one of my buddies is an assistant coach of the team we're playing at 10 a.m. He did not play on the team 2 years ago. He was playing rec ball still at the park. Okay.
So he wasn't like an actual travel.
His son, guy. He wasn't in all that stuff yet.
Yeah.
And so now he's on the team. Well, he is an assistant coach. Well, all the other coaches that were there 2 years ago are still on the team. And so we text each other going, hey, the schedule came out. We play each other at 10 a.m. It's going to be awesome. I was like, hey, you and I will have fun. Our boys, we'll just see if they play, but you and I will have a good time. That's all I hear. See you Saturday. Great. Hour and a half later, he sends a text, and he says, let me see if I can find it. He says, did something happen the last time that our teams played each other? I'm like, not real sure. He's like, apparently, unless there is another team, several parents were saying it wasn't a very good experience last time. LOL. And I'm like, okay. So then I go back and I'm trying to remember.
Uh-oh.
So this is what happened, okay? This team, our squad at the time, our kids were swinging at so much garbage that came across the plate. And so we were telling them, when you get in a 3-2 count, whatever, just don't make sure that it's coming across, and just you get on the bag. You don't have to swing at everything that comes across. Just do it. So when we were walking, we were excited, and we told our boys, great job, and we were getting all excited. Well, after the third batter that got walked, the parent of the pitcher from the other team that was on the field said, how dare you be cheering for a kid who can't throw strikes across the plate? And the kid cried and ran off the field. That's not what we were applauding. We were not applauding the fact that your kid is terrible and can't throw strikes.
I mean, come on.
But that's what happened. And dude, parents were wanting to throw hands at our parents, and it was all craziness. It was 100% crazy.
I think I sort of remember this.
I know you do. And so it was absolutely nuts. And so Anyway, so after talking about that, and I told him, he's like, yeah, apparently a kid yelled at the parents, shut up, and ran off the field crying. I was like, yeah, I remember that. He said, well, that one's not playing anymore. He's an agitator, too. I'm sure everything will be fine. But, man, I was blown away by the hemming and hawing of what happened in our coaches' chat. And I'm like, look, man.
Dude.
We're talking about how long ago? Chill out. Chill out. Be better.
It'd be better. It amazes me that these type of things even happen.
It's unreal.
I mean, what are you guys supposed to do?
I don't know.
Hey, we loaded the bases. Don't clap for anybody
At all.
Don't be happy that our kids have Hawkeyes at the plate and are walking.
It is a competition. I mean,
is that what it is? Is baseball still a competition? We're giving out ribbons for, I'm really sorry about your poor pitching. Here's a ribbon today for, just hanging in there.
And I'm like,
maybe not crying so quickly.
It's called perseverance. Persevere. Just make through. If you are having a bad day, and guess what the coach could have done?
No, it's
pulled him.
It's be better, throw strikes. That's simple.
Okay,
anyway,
you're right.
Yeah.
Anyway, but speaking of people that could throw strikes, that was my little soapbox. But speaking of people that can throw strikes, would be our Braves. So they've done a really good job. Sale came out on a good debut.
Encouraged with Chris Sale, 2 innings. Apparently threw 17 pitches, 11.
Right.
For fans.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's looking really good. He just got to stay healthy.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it.
The Braves are doing well.
Strider looks great.
Strider was
voted, I think, the number 1 pitcher in the top 100 Major League Baseball players. Braves have 9 entries in the top 100 players, the most of any Major League team. I think the next number was 7. So, if you're looking at the talent, this is by the Baseball Writer. So, if you're looking at the talent is absolutely there. I'm super excited about the new kind of staff members we have to Asasopo, right,
who was in Gwinnett. Now he's going to be calling third base for us. There's some good changes. Kind of good to see some new blood. We're going to see what happens. And we got a lot of kind of fringe guys that look pretty good in spring training. We'll see if any of those guys make the roster. White, a few of the others.
Yeah. I love it because you're sitting there watching, like, who are these players and, like, what's going on? And
it's just, let's just be honest. The Braves core is so locked up.
Oh, yeah.
There's not a lot of drama for the Braves in spring training. It's not like, who's going to make the team?
Yeah.
It's going to be the MVP, our all-star third baseman, Albies, who somehow, some way got left off the top 10 second baseman in the majors. I don't know how that happened because he's definitely in the top 5. And then you look at all the other, ancillary players. The only area is like left field. Is what we're doing in left field going to be good enough? Are we going to try to Band-Aid it all the way through, until we get to the trade deadline, maybe make a move there? I don't know, but I think everywhere else is solid. Azuna's off to, I think Azuna's batting like 650 in spring training, something crazy.
Killing it.
So I like what I see. I think the Braves are in great shape. I'm really excited about everything but the new uniforms.
Yeah.
Where I don't want to see somebody's butt crack with these new Nike uniforms. Apparently, the players hate them.
See-through.
Yes, see-through.
See-through.
That's not kid-friendly.
Not
a lot of kids
all.
at the ballpark.
At all.
So, anyway, other than that, it's exciting, man. Really exciting.
And then you got college baseball, too. I mean, we've got Kennesaw State. They beat Clemson just recently, but then Clemson came back and got – but, at least we got them one time. Whatever. It is what it is.
We beat Clemson 18-1 at their house. I
know.
don't care
about
take
it.
If they lose to Clemson every game for the rest of their lives, we beat them 18-1. They're ranked in the top 10. That's great.
Fine. And then we just got our tickets. Got our tickets for our Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets coming to Kennesaw State. So that'll be fun to watch because that true freshman Georgia Tech Burris kid, bro.
Yes.
That joker, 4 swings, 4 home runs.
Yeah.
Now, it was against Georgia State.
I think so.
But
it was like
it doesn't matter.
It's one of those
Georgia State
or Highlands, Georgia. It's
one
of those teams. It doesn't matter.
4 home runs.
4 home runs.
Yeah.
But, you got to think, we're talking some serious meatballs here.
Dude, I'm telling the guy.
These had to be like
right field
fastball right down the boom.
But he mishit a right field shot.
That's still carried out.
That's still carried out.
He's a little guy.
He's
looks like a little barrel chested dude. Looks like Dan Ugla. But man, smoked the ball.
He smoked it.
Yeah. But anyway.
Stink. It is gone. But yeah.
Not hit off a tee, by the way.
No, not hit off the tee. For all those other people.
Yes.
But whatever. It is what it is.
Other news.
Talk about the KSU. What about KSU?
Well, the March Madness.
Oh, yeah.
I want to thank an avid friend of ours and probably the biggest Owl fan that I know, CaricMartin, for breaking out the slide rule.
I'm still scrolling
and going on
that.
KSU
Still scrolling.
Howl and breaking down the 7, 8, 9, 10 matchups.
Yes.
Which looked like the Dead Sea Scrolls when he posted it. I mean,
course.
I'm telling you, I had a migraine. I had to take 7 Tylenol after I read that thing. But thank you, Carrick. I now understand exactly the repercussions for every scenario. Possible.
Yeah.
With each starter, the whole 9. Thank you, sir.
And where did that come from? The OwlHowl?
KSU's OwlHowl. It's
Give
another
props.
message board.
Yeah.
Some guy took the time to put it together. My goodness, somebody's got some time on their hands.
Or it's just that statistician work over at Kennesaw State.
Just
data
analytics.
analytics.
The analytics.
It's all you students that are out
best
there.
Best analytics group on earth.
If you're looking for a career to go into, take it from a couple of recruiters. Data analytics.
Anyway, KSU's in their tournament. They have probably no chance of another March Madness run. What an absolute disaster of a second half of the season.
Unless they,
and I hate to say
unless
this,
they pick it up.
They brought in Holt as a starter after the Christmas holiday,
right?
And I just think, if you're on a run and you're doing things, he's a talented player. Of
course,
he's a good player. Seems like a hard-nosed player, the kind of player Petway wants to bring in. But I'm telling you, man, I played college ball. There's a dynamic of introducing some of their skill set. And when you do that halfway through the season, I don't care how good the player is, it just throws things off.
Right.
Guys start to not understand what their roles are.
Right.
Your defense sort of changes a little bit. I mean, we were playing some great defense.
Right.
We were shutting teams down, scoring 85 points a game. And then everything just kind of flipped. Our defense kind of went away a little bit. We started losing to teams that, honestly, we have no business losing to.
Right.
And I know Petway's really upset, but I think the Owls are probably not going to be making that deep March Madness run.
It's the same exact thing you think about when you bring in any disruption can cause. It could be a good one at the time, when you bring somebody in, but it's going to cause some ripple effect. For sure.
Of course.
We played our kids 13 and 12 years old for baseball, and we played a 14U team, and we had played them last year a couple times, and the head coach from the 14U team looked at us and said, "Man, you have gotten ridiculously better. Who all did you pick up?" And he thought we blew up the whole thing and started over. And I said, no.
Two kids.
What we did was we've kept the same core group of people together for as long as we have.
That's right.
And that's what's gotten everybody better. And so I think there's something to that. That's why companies, survive and soar, because they got the right people on the bus at the right time. And
that's a fantastic point. And I think Overton is a really, really good AD.
Phenomenal.
You can tell he's a good AD. A shout out to him. Abdul Rahim went down to South Florida, took Youngblood with him.
Yep.
Took Stroud. Those guys are 21-5 or something.
Yeah.
So he hired a great coach.
He did.
They recruited good players.
KSU's doing all the right things.
KSU's going to be,
and Petway is amazing too.
He is, and I think they're headed in the right direction. But that was losing those 3 players was big, for this year's program. But, they're still fighting. They've not given up. They're playing hard. So hopefully they make a little bit of a run. We'll see. Speaking of disruption.
Yes.
JustinFields, a Falcon. I'm hearing all this smoke at the combine about KirkCousins now. I'm like, dude, I don't even like either one of those options.
Yeah.
I just don't like them.
So, we need to read the text message that you sent me literally last night, and I just did not even, I fell asleep, so I didn't even see it until this morning. But it was on the Falcons message board with the SpongeBob.
Yeah.
It's
just funny.
So it's like, what will the Falcons do at QB? And the answer was, stick with Ritter for another year, trade for JustinFields, sign KirkCousins, bring in Russell Wilson, draft JJ or Penix. And then it was, ta-da! And it could very well happen. Potentially throw away their entire future for a top 3 pick.
Right.
It's like, you and I were talking about this yesterday, is just, I am freaking out. There's so many different options. Now, CaricMartin for KSU and the KSUOwlHowl and the whole nine, they put together every possible scenario, and all of those are very possible. And all of these are very possible. We just don't know which way it's going to go.
There's some Redditors out there that are just unbelievable. They break it down by cap space, break it down by
it
longevity.
Is unbelievable.
Games played. Look.
Be better. Stop freaking me out. Dadgum, I want this to be good. I want this to be when this gets done, I want to be dadgum. That's good.
I want a defense that's young that can be relied upon.
Yes.
You're at number 8. You've got a chance to get Dallas Turner out of Alabama.
Of course.
The guy's an absolute beast of an animal. Ran a 4.47 40 yesterday in the combine. Look, you got a chance to take a player like that. Stay pat. Take it. Go get a free agent somewhere.
Yeah.
There is no quarterback that's available on the market right now that could be is worse than Desmond Ridder. No, anybody. Jacoby Brissett would be an upgrade. Gardner Minshew would be an upgrade. If Mayfield doesn't work out in Tampa, that would be an upgrade.
Yep.
I do not want KirkCousins coming off an Achilles injury to come in and pay him $40 million a year for maybe 2 to 3 more years. I just think that's dumb. It doesn't build the program. And Justin Fields, I mean, let's be honest, he's okay. I know he's from here. It's that kind of, home field guy, if you will, the kind of the homegrown talent, whatever. But
the agent video and all the hype and all the stuff.
But who is really hyped? I don't know that if you're a real diehard Falcons fan that you're that hyped about Justin Fields. I mean, he was in Chicago for 3 years. Good players find a way to win.
Yeah. And then there's the whole thing about, apparently he unfollowed the Chicago Bears.
Right.
And then he, all of a sudden started following these Falcons Falcons players. And I'm like, okay, what? Maybe they're buddies. I mean, who knows?
Maybe they probably are.
I mean, maybe.
But does Fields make us an automatic NFC South winner? Maybe. Maybe he does. He might be good enough, but does he make us a Super Bowl contender? No, he doesn't. Now,
he even said that we needed it. He said, got some good pieces. The defense is strong. Probably need another wide.
Yeah, definitely need another wide out.
And I'm like, I get that.
But still need defense. We still need defense. I mean, who's going to be our second corner? We had A.J. Terrell. We had Phillips last year. We had Okuda. He went down, Jeff Okuda. He got hurt again. Guy's hurt every year. He's not really worked out. So what do? We've got to continue to shore up the defense. We've never committed to the defense. Is my point. Ever. Let's commit to it.
Ever.
Let's be the dirty birds.
Who was the last great just pass rusher?
Patrick Kearney.
Yeah, without a doubt. Guy
John
was
Abraham.
Ripped.
John Abraham was a beast.
He was a beast.
We got him on a late in his career rental, and the dude just was incredible. Incredible when it comes to Falcons. I mean, it wasn't. I think he had 10, 12 sacks one year. Patrick Kearney was in the backfield constantly being disruptive. Big, huge guy to Virginia. Loved him as a player. That's about it. And then we went out and we drafted Tack McGinley and Vic Beasley and just all these trash guys that just we ended up overpaying. We paid Vic Beasley a second contract. The guy did nothing. And right now, we've got Grady Jarrett. We've got some decent linebackers. I like Landman. I think he's going to be good. I think Anderson's going to be good. I think the linebacking core is pretty solid. So now what do? Well, we need another corner. And we need some edge rushers, some real edge rushers.
Without a doubt.
So let's see where that goes. As far as, again, getting back to Fields and Cousins and quarterback play and whatever else, I'm glad the Falcons are being patient with this. They're not rushing into it. They were patient with their head coach search. Let's get the right guy in here.
Yeah. I mean, we got rid of, Smith. So, Jonnu, what do you think about that?
I thought Jonnu Smith was pretty good last year. But you got to pay Kyle Pitts.
I know. So that's
Kyle Pitts has been he had a really good rookie season. He was injured his second year. I think he was still injured into last year.
Yeah.
This is the last year of his rookie contract. We got to find out if Kyle Pitts is the guy at tight end this year. He has got to play and be on the field. He's got to block. This will be it. If he doesn't produce this year, there's no way that
But when he was used, we were a better team when he was utilized.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah,
but we weren't that good. It sounded like catch-22, right?
I know.
So Jonnu has some good games.
He did.
We're a 7-10 football team.
I know.
So would you rather have a fully healthy Kyle Pitts out there running around making catches? And we've seen him make some incredible catches. Yeah. So it's what do you do? Good player, serviceable player. Best of luck to him. I'm sure he's going to land somewhere. But Coach Raw and Fontenot, they've got to come up with what this roster looks like 3 years from now, not what it looks like just for next year.
Yeah, but I'm like reminiscing, bro. I mean, I've got just sitting there thinking about John Abraham and
I know.
Patrick Kearney.
JA55, man. Guy was a baller.
What about our Georgia Tech boy, Keith Brooking? I mean, that linebacker. I mean,
They used to call him the 5-yard sheriff or something.
Yeah, the sheriff. Dude, I mean, it's just...
Never could make a tackle behind the line of scrimmage, but, man, he would... You're 5 yards after the run, he'll pop you.
Man, there's some good days.
Yeah,
and
he was a good player.
And I hope there's good days ahead. I mean, it's just, wow.
I just like the enthusiasm. I mean, I'm
like the Raheem Morris thing. Like, I am now starting to just be I'm settled in and I'm hyped about it now.
I just like his honesty. Like, you know, he said
100%.
Look, he came out the other day in a press conference and just said, "Hey,
I hate that he poo-pooed on Ritter, but I mean,
he did. But he's like, look, if we had better quarterback play, last year,
I wouldn't be here." And that's the God's honest truth.
Bless his heart.
Bless his heart.
Yep.
Dadgum, that's good.
Anyway, love the Falcons. Excited about the NFL draft. We'll see what happens. Combine's going on right now. If you like watching, very in shape, shirtless men run around in small shorts, that's your show.
Yeah. Talking about the Braves and knowing that you are on the squad, but the real team is already locked up. You know what I mean? Like, you know that you're locked up and you're not going to make it. Last podcast we were sitting there and we had golf on, and like we were just talking about this today. Like, it has to suck being a guy going into the weekend and just without a doubt you're not gonna make the cut, and you still got to play.
But see, and you bring up a great point. That to me is what makes the PGA Tour exponentially better,
without a doubt,
than LIV.
Yes,
you have guys out there playing.
And JohnRahm's still sitting there like, I haven't heard back from Tiger. He won't talk to me. And I'm like, because you're a loser.
Nobody cares about JohnRahm except people from Spain.
Yeah, whatever.
And people who went to ASU. I mean, I could care less about JohnRahm.
Yeah,
I mean, he brings nothing to the game for me.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, being a guy, let's, for example, I think we were watching it earlier today.
Yeah.
Eric Cole's out there. Eric Cole, PGA Tour player, a Rookie of the Year last year.
Rookie of the Year.
Great player.
Right.
Love the guy. Awesome dude, short, little, tiny little guy. And Matt and I were turning on this morning, and he's +7 through like 9 holes on day 2.
Yeah.
I think he was 144th in the field.
Yeah.
Well, he ain't going to make the cut.
What's he going to get, like 15 grand?
No.
Nothing.
He can pay nothing.
So there's nothing.
So again, they're so incentivized to make the cut.
Right.
Because they make the cut, they get paid.
Yeah, but if you're at LIV, you've already made your money,
you just
who
get
cares?
paid.
Who cares?
And I tell you what, I think Tiger's done. I'm just going to say it publicly. I've had this conversation with a lot of people privately. My opinion is we're going to see Tiger playing some events here and there. Of course.
He brings the viewership.
But
the
game's not there.
But we put the screen up and watched because we were so excited. And as soon as the podcast was over,
he was in a cart. Matt's like, James, why is Tiger driving away in a cart? I'm like,
he's done.
Maybe he needed a sandwich.
I don't
know. Nope, he's withdrawing just like that.
But I mean, at least
because he had the flu.
But who?
Okay,
I don't know.
Tiger doesn't get a flu shot, or okay.
Listen, the old
he does other shots.
We
know he's not afraid of the needle.
The old Tiger would have played through anything. It didn't matter. It did not matter.
There was a time, but pre-accident, correct.
Yeah.
Didn't he? This is talk about this dichotomy.
Yeah.
The guy plays in the 2009 U.S. Open on a broken leg and wins.
Yeah.
On a broken leg.
Yeah.
Now he can't get through a round.
Right.
I mean, the body is just completely shot. I hate to see it. I've said this a million times. My absolute all-time, by far, favorite golfer. Love Tiger Woods to death. Gonna miss him. We'll see what he does.
So I think I've come to find out the reason why he has named his apparel brand the way that he named it, and we separated out sun, day, because you only see him on days that are sunny, and you'll never probably see him again on Sunday. Maybe that's why he did it, because it's not Sunday red anymore. And it's
really bad.
Day red. Okay, I don't know. I literally just came to mind. I'm an idiot. Anyway, but
yeah.
Maybe it is what it is.
Could be something to that.
There is something to that. Maybe I don't know.
But anyway,
that's it. But I mean, I still like his personality. Like you have to sit there and go, okay, Tiger Woods, by far one of the best players ever to play the game. Okay,
the best player.
And you have, I can't remember who it was that was getting ready to tee off. Who was it? Anyway, but He looks at Tiger, and he goes, hey, I think we're playing in front of you guys, and you're right behind us. And
Spieth.
Yeah, it was Jordan Spieth.
Yeah.
He's like, we're right in front of you.
And then working out, yeah. And they were on the practice range. Yeah.
And Tiger looks at him and goes, all right, I'll just drive into you.
Yeah.
I mean, that is good banter, just fun, just gentleman's game, and anyway.
It's a different, softer Tiger now for sure. It's great to have that around. I think he's going to be a Ryder Cup captain and still contribute to the game immensely.
Yeah.
You'll see him out there like Arnie, back when Arnie was, in his 70s and shooting his age. And
right.
Hopefully we'll see Tiger playing in some invitationals, in some tournaments. But I miss him coming down the final 9 on a Sunday at the Masters or the U.S. Open and in contention, and I think those days are over. All the other guys that are out there,
who's the next?
There just isn't really a next. JohnRahm, as much as everybody talks about JohnRahm, is one major. I mean, he won the Masters. It's great. Jordan Spieth hasn't won a major since 17, 18.
Yeah.
There's just nobody out there that's got that just not consistent enough.
No.
I read something like Scotty Scheffler would have to be number 1 until like 2035 to equate the amount of weeks Tiger was number 1. It's 2024.
Yeah,
that's not going to happen.
Not going to happen.
Scheffler's super inconsistent. There's nobody out there that's going to be the next Tiger. Not right now.
His son. Just bring him on up.
No way.
No way. There's no way.
No. That's pretty much it for golf. Nothing else really exciting going on there.
New Era, where are you at, bro?
New Era, still waiting on you. Wearing my hat. Still wearing them. Can't do anything about it. Going to keep doing it.
Just going to keep doing it.
Going to keep showering them with love.
Yeah. I can't wait for all the new stuff that's coming. The new Atlanta Braves hat that came out, the little spring series, whatever. Just
the new St. Patrick's Day Atlanta Braves hat.
Fire.
It's just ridiculous.
I can't wait for you to don that one. You bought one last.
Man, I have not bought. I've got a pretty cool St. Patty's Day, but it's last year's.
Yeah,
this year's was so difficult not to buy.
No,
it triggered.
I got a little bit of a love hate with the New Era, man. I'm just saying, like I want to.
I had to call New Eras anonymous and talk to them. They had to talk me off the ledge not to hit the button to buy that hat.
I get it.
So bad.
But we're going to keep wearing it. We're here for you, New Era. You come out with some dope stuff, and so really excited about it. Thanks for supporting all of our sports teams. We're just going to keep on rocking them.
Yeah.
And
one day they
may
may just support us. We'll see.
Well, we have some big news coming up. Please check out the merch store. Link in our YouTube channel. Get our Facebook page, Instagram bio. Like, subscribe, follow. That means the world to us. We appreciate it more than anything. But we are going to step into a new zone of podcasting.
Oh, man.
Yeah, we are coming into the unknown, and we are collabing with our boys, finally.
I am very excited about a little podcast time with my boys from Out of Your Falcon Mind, Mike and John.
Mike and John, baby.
I love their show.
You might need to call that the MJ show.
Bro,
Matt and James, Mike and John.
MJ squared. MJ squared. It's going to happen.
Let's do it.
And look, it's going to go off the rails at some point. I mean, we're going to do like an hour and a half show. One of us is going to get super passionate.
Mike's going to probably pimp slap me across the, just.
Yeah, Mike's going to virtually chat slap you. We're going to get John all riled up about something. I mean, John just gets, he's good though. John kind of just internalizes things. I don't know what he does after the show.
Not
but
sure.
I mean,
he works out.
He works out. Dude is freaking. Yeah,
he works out.
I look that way. Never,
ever.
But we're excited. They're great guys. We're doing that on what's the date again? March the 14th.
March the 14th.
Not sure yet if we're going to do a live podcast. Probably will through our podcast.
We'll keep you guys posted.
But yeah,
talking basically mostly all Falcons, man. I'm just excited about it. I mean, it's something we got to talk. Hopefully, something crazy happens between now and then. Let's see.
Maybe a Justin Fields sighting, maybe a KirkCousins sighting, or maybe I don't know.
Who knows? Anyway,
maybe we trade for Tom Brady, or maybe Bart Starr comes back.
Yeah.
Who knows?
But it's going to be awesome. We're really looking forward to that. Really looking forward to it. So make sure that you keep up with us. Check that out. So again, merch store. Check us out. likes, follow, subscribe. Please check us out. We are moving up the ranks in our followers, and so we appreciate you guys very much. We couldn't do it without you, and look forward to seeing you guys next week.
Next week it is. One quick shout out before we go off the air.
Give it.
I would like to give a big bless your heart to my son Jacob.
Oh, come on.
He is actually getting his first real job, and we are extremely, extremely proud of him. Joining a first-class organization here in town.
That's awesome.
He has worked his absolute tail off. About to graduate with a double major from KSU.
Hey, hooty hoo!
But we love you, son, and congrats on all your hard work.
Congrats, Jake. You the man. You deserve it.
Man.
You deserve it. All right, guys. Well, until next time, bless your heart.
Bless your heart. Take care, Milltown.